Hello, welcome to We Answer, the only chalkboard drawing live stream on YouTube. This is Watson of We Answer, Watson, and we're gonna to draw a new animal on the blackboard today. Here you see is a squirrel on the blackboard, which is done. I think just yesterday on another channel, on other live stream sessions, and now we're gonna to draw a new animal today as the sheep you see here. So I'm gonna replace this squirrel with this sheep here. Okay, so we use the traditional chalk, as you've seen. Have you seen this in school? Most teachers and most in classroom, they use this chalk in the classroom for education purpose, but you can still see some of the artwork of blackboard on restaurant, coffee shops, for menu, for posting. Anyway, no matter how you use that, you'll probably never see a realistic drawing of animal with chalk, because this is another traditional drawing tools. So I'm going to show you how to use chalk to draw realistic drawing, realistic artworks of the portrait of animals all over the world, different animals in the natural and the wildlife, at home and any place. Okay, so now let me greeting everyone and the starting in the beginning, and we will start it right away by erasing this lovely squirrel. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay. Hello, Goofy. Nice to see you here. Okay, this is our live stream chalkboard drawing today. I'm going to erase this one. I'm going to draw the ship here today. So the first thing I'm going to do is to erase this one. I use chalk to create the drawing, and this is a little black ball. It's a smaller size. It's a small size chalkboard, and then I'm going to erase this one, and we're going to create a new one. All right, so let's start by erasing this old art. Probably your first time seeing the artist, this showy art in front of everyone. Okay, lovely squirrel, but she has to move out here for the ships to come in on the blackboard. So say goodbye. I leave an eyes here. Okay, it's done. Okay, so that's it. We erased the old parts, and now we're gonna draw this ship. So let me show you how he looks like. It looks like this. And then when we finish all the session of this live stream chalkboard drawing, and the ship will be on my blackboard like this. So this will be there. So I'm gonna draw this ship. Okay. So now how we start, and this is the blackboard, and we have to position the head in the right space, in the right position. So I draw a circle. That means the head, the top of the head, and the jaw or the chin. Depending on different animal, probably he's longer than here. So this is the top, the left and right, and they're divided by 2. So it is a center. Let me see. Probably I put a little bit lower for her jaw, and he has a eye level this high, so I put an eyeball here, and this is another eye over there, and this head, top of her head. Okay, so he got a very wide nose here, and he got this in the center, goes this way, and this her, let me see, it probably like this is the hair. This eyebrow, and then this is the center of her nose, and then I think this half probably here. Here is her mouth, right here. Okay, so here is the mouth, here is the mouth, here the jaw, right there. So he got a wide nose here, all right? So he got an eyebrow here. And so this is the side of her head. Over here, he got a nose right about this place. Okay, and then I got her mouth right this position. Okay, and got her head here. He got a lower head here, and he got an ear right there. On top of here, the ear. Much higher, probably. Let me see. Yeah, I got a big ear. Probably lower here. Then he got an other ear. This is the eye. And he got the ear over here. A little bit like this. This is the hair. And then it goes down, and this is her back. And this is her neck and the body here. So we got a basic sketch here. I think he got a smaller. Ankle here and this area here. All right, so we got a basic sketch. Right now he got a light over here, and this is the nose. Okay, so we got everything ready. It's the beginning of the sketch. Okay. Yes. All right, so that's a sketch, and we're gonna to do more detailed sketch later. So before we do that, we have to check if everything is in the right place and the right position. Okay, so let me see. The face, this is the land, this is the vertical distance compared to her left, her right here, it's about right. Not much difference. Let me see. The picture here goes down to here. Okay, so it goes here, equals here to there. Yeah, it's about right. So not much too much worry about the proportion, positions, and everything. It's on the right place and position in the right size. So now I have to give a basic light and shadow. Okay. All right, so let's keep moving with some more light and shadow to make this drawing dimensional, 3D dimensional. That's the very critical element will be introduced, will be used to create a dimension, 3D dimensions on the drawing. That's the light and shadow. So we're gonna introduce this. Is an empty drawing, just line. It's not solid. There's no volume in the space. So we need to introduce light. When light's coming in, if this is a solid head or shape, it will block the light. So over here, the light coming from this direction, all the side left will be lit, will receive the light from the left and up. Okay, so here on the left, all are bright. Okay, and further moving here, the light going to blur to weak. Not much light receiving here. So you just see a very weak light. There's some refraction probably here, but not a lot. And he got the light over here, he got the light on the ears, and he got the light on the side of the ear here, but not much. Okay, all these are black, including the eyes area here. And he got some light on the background, which is her body, because if we look down, we can see her body a little here on the shoulder and the back. But under there, there's no light. So now we have a very basic light and shade. When we have this arranged or created, you see this shape of an animal there. Probably you cannot tell what kind of animal there, because we need more detail. But we know this animal, probably the sheep, probably a an ox and a horse, probably some kind of animals from the farm. Okay, it's not a wild animal. It's like the animal we are familiar with, but we are not sure which. It's a cattle, it's a sheep, cattle, or others. But now we're gonna to do a little more detail, and then you can tell what we are drawing. Okay, 所以当我们继续画，okay, we speak Mandarin, okay. If you're from Asia, you speak Mandarin, that's fine. 如果你说中文，了解中文的话呢，我们这里也是中文频道，所以中文频道呢也可以，我们可以提任何问题，也希望你按赞然后呢订阅我们的频道。画粉笔黑板呢不是很多人画啊，那要画起来呢也是挺好看的哈，所以大家呢都可以来学习一下啊，我们互相交流一下。OK， so 我们先把它的五官画起来哈，所以这是它的眼睛，在这里有一颗，但是这个眼睛呢是在光线下啊，所以我们只能画一下它的外形。所以这是眼珠子啊，这一边面呢都是属于暗面，所以 the very dark side we have an eyeball here, and this is the eyebrow. When the eyebrow is very high, so he receives some light here, but not much. It turns in here. Okay, this is the ear. Okay, it turns there. So you use very light. It's a very light shade on the side. Okay, so this is the eyebrow. And this is the eye corner here. Connect to the nose, the side of the nose. So this is eyes over here, and this are shade over here. So we have the eye around this area. Okay, and he got the other side here. So we handle that as well. So this is the eyebrow. So this eyebrow here, and all here are the nose and the forehead. So we draw to nose, we go this way. So all the hair goes down like here, like this. So we draw this part, short hair here, but the forehead here, he has a long fur of hair, moves down. So this is the center of her nose here. And he got the hair on the other side here. And this is the age of light and shadow. It turns dramatically here. From here, it turns down so quickly. So there's a shadow. And there's a casting shadow here. Why casting shadow? Because the nose is so high. The nose bridge here, he blocked the light, and he blocked the light there and cast a shadow on side of her face and side of her nose here. So this is black. Okay, and then you keep going. This is her nose. So this gets in and this gets out. So the line, is very, I don't know what to say there, dedicated, So it goes this direction, the curve. That's the eye area. And this direction here is the nose. So they have different shapes to create different line of the edge on this side. So it goes down to the nose. So this is the head of the nose. Okay, this is the bridge, nose bridge. This is the side. This is the nose. And then we got the lower nose here. I get the shape here. So this is her nose. Hello， 林进福，你好，嗨，谢谢，林进福应该来自晋福，我们好像很熟啊，应该是我们台湾好朋友，阿福啊，不好意思啊，我随便叫，不知道你喜不喜欢，我有很多朋友啊。也是福字辈的。Okay, so 这个是 the hair, the nose here, and he got the shadow here, because the light cannot reach this place, and then he got the chin over here, and all this black. The shape. It can have a lot of accurate shape later or more detail there. Now you just give roughly the structure and the light and shadow relationship. So just tell your audience what is light, what is her shape, the shape of her face and all the facial features there. Okay, so we got the nose right there. And he got this open here. This is an eraser, 这是橡皮擦。Okay, this is a shadow area. It's not too bright, but we have her mouth like this open here. Got the shapes right there. And the lips here are black and dark. But he got the shapes here. Let's keep a very weak light there. Okay, then we have this finished eyes, nose, mouth, all this area. And now probably higher. All right, that's it. Now we draw this part, her ear. So you got the edge here, very bright, light. This is underline, not strong, but you can see it. Because this is strong here. Inside of her ear. Okay, that's the ear, and we get the shape. Better. It's round here. It's not so sharp. It's going round. Yeah, it's going round like that. Then we're gonna draw this one. This ear here. Okay, that's the edge. It's much bright here. There's some hair inside. And I think he got a nose like this. So this is much lower here. Alright, so we have done all the facial features. All the facial features with the structures and the light and shadow. The basic and very first layer of textures or light and shade. And we will do layer by layers to build a realistic look of this ship. So that's the beginning layers. Now, keep moving. We'll move into her forehead now, her face. So he got a light here, and this is where her eyebrow. Here, this eye frame. Here, a little bit dark. Okay, he got a hair here. So he got the hair inside here. All the edge here are so bright. So it's very white. Okay, so he got the hair goes this direction. Draw the stroke based on how the hair grows, the direction they grow. So there's a divider in the center. Okay, so he got a straight hair in this direction, goes up right here, and this is the center of her forehead. Here, and all the hair here goes this direction. Remember, all these parts are bright. So there's no dark shadow here, but he got some shadow, gray shadow, gray, not too dark. So he got a gray shadow here. Okay, so when you move here, you will see a lot of shadow, which is much darker than this side. So you see the dark shadow here, looks like gray, but the shadow here will be very different in color. They will be much darker, black. So you will have less chalk cover when it moves to her right hand side of her head, right here. So I'm moving slowly and lightly when I move to this area. And when here, I say that this is the eyebrow, which is much higher. So he got some light here. Okay, all these parts are very light in the dark area, but it's even though it doesn't mean there's no light, you still have some light. This area. I got the cheek over here. Very, very bright. So light. I just give a little shade and I blur that a lot. Okay, I cover her face now. And then I'm moving down for more detail on about her body. Right here. So he got some light over here. Not very strong, but the light's coming on here. There's some light shadow there. And he got also some light over here. Okay, and move down here, so create some light. So you can use chalk to make it easy, and just leave some shade on her body. And he got some light here. And you don't have to make it very clear, because it's not out of focus. So it will go like the background. So it's not a focus visual point. We have all our attention to her face. So that's how we catch the camera, how we use our camera to catch the center, the most important visual element of this animal, of this white animal here, or not white animal, just of a sheep. What we see there in the form a lot, okay, which is a good friend. Oh, let me see. So I need to shape this part. Okay. But there's a hot edge over here. No. This is very blurred with sunlight. Okay, make it straight here. Okay, then let me see this part. Okay, we will draw from here again. All right. So we have covered all over the face and the body with light and shadow and textures we need to create a dimensional look of this shape. So we have 50% complete. Sophia, hello. Hello, Sophia. Nice to see you again, Sophia. Yes. You change your have you changed your account name? I'm not sure. Okay, so Sophia Sketch. Let's see you again. If you're the Sophia I know, we provide a great support to this channel. Hello L. Hello Season L. Let's see you again. Nice to see you again. Make this smaller, goes like this, smaller. Alright, so we just covered the face and the body with first layer. And now I'm going to do the second layer of the following layers to create more details and textures of these shapes. Alright, so okay, so let's get it started again. So I will start with the facial features here. Okay, so he got the eyeball here, which is dark, very dark and wide open here. I got the eyeball here. Got the shadow here. This is an eraser. Okay, and he got a shade like this here. this is the eye corner. Okay, and he got some. Oh. Got some eyelash here. Let me add some eyelash here. Okay, and then now I'm going to draw this part. So this her eye on the other side, and this this eyebrow here. This the eyebrow here. Okay. And then he got the center of her hair goes like this and goes down. Okay, I have to go this shape, a little more deep. Right here, but he got even though he got some rays on the edge here. Okay. It turns black, turns gray, and turns this way. This is her nose. Got her nose right there. This is the divider. Okay, this nostril. Okay, I drew this part, which is bright, because the light over here. So actually the light here are very strong. go this way. And then I got some black there. I got the shapes, lips, lower lips, and her lips up, lip on the right. Not much, no light, very limited light there. But here, I got her mouth open like this. Okay. And he got some shade on this side. You have to make this part very blurry, not so clear. There's a shadow there. Hello, Survivor Fine Art. Yes, I'm good. This is a ship. Yeah, thank you. That's what we're doing here. You can see the picture here. So I'm getting closer to the reference photo here. Okay, see, boom, you got this, right? And then I have not yet finished, but I am drawing this shape. Okay, so take a good look. It was very good shape and light and shadow. Okay, so now I'm moving this part, right? So I keep going. And all the left are bright, so I keep more light here. Okay, then these two parts of her nose. Okay. Okay, so I put it down a little bit so you can see all the pictures. All right, then we're going to draw the ear. So not much to do here because the light and shade is already very clear, and you don't need to make a lot of detail because we put focus on her hair. Okay, so I should make this part a little bit lower, and I have some light shade here. But make this very bright on the edge. Some more light here. Okay, that's the right ear. And I'm going to do the left one. Let me adjust this a little bit so I can see that clear. All right. Okay, now I'm doing this one. This one a little bit blurred. This much bright and this is much blurred because it's under the light, but he got a very light shade on the edge. So this part is not so bright, but it's still visible here. You make the dark here. Okay, and I make the edge light. I make the edge here with light. And I make all other blur, all other area blur. Okay, so I put this. Okay, let me put this a little bit back here. Okay, so I have this part already, and I don't want this too bright, so I give more dark on this side. Probably smaller. I'll make it smaller. Okay, now I'm going to do the forehead, which part, this part is bright. And this eyebrow area, much bright. Okay, then I move up to this part. Okay, then I drew this part a little bit higher, a little bit bright. So I got a very strong and bold hair. So you can see the texture there. Alright, so you see, we have finished this part, and now we're going to do the check and the drawer here. I got a job right there. So you got the shape here. There's sunlight there, but not here so strong. Got some light here and some blue color here. All right, so now we're gonna make it smaller. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we covered everything already, and then we got the face feature here. We got actually you got a very strong light on the edge and as well here. So I fixed this part, so we got a light. Okay, I'm drawing a chalk, traditional chalk. So if you are new here on my channel, please subscribe it. If you're my old friend here, please tap your likes. So everybody like that you supporting to our channel. So I will be more visible to all people who love art or who love drawing. Okay, so thank you for your tap, your likes. Okay, so my suggestion to you, to have a cup of coffee or tea, enjoy watching my live stream of wild animal or any farm animal. Okay, so relax and enjoy. That's how I know. That's what I'm doing. When I'm drawing, I drink and talk and have coffee and answer your questions and draw the animal we like. And all these animals are friends to us from nature, a gift from nature. So I'm probably not very good in English, but I hope you understand all my saying. So if I sometimes speak Mandarin because there's a lot of audience from Asians from other countries, and Mandarin is my native language, so I sometimes speak Mandarin. 所以谢谢大家啊，谢谢大家来观看我们的频道。So now I'm changing to my Mandarin. So thank you everyone. 谢谢大家来看我们的频道。其实我们今天这个呢，已经画的差不多了。我已经把这个所有的形，还有质感、结构这些都已经画好了。那我们现在呢？有时候我们会画一下这个背景啊，那这背景呢也是你可以稍微留一下一些质感的毛啊或者什么，但是大部分就是比较模糊的 ，OK， 所以你不会画太多，这里也是一样啊，这只要留个影子在这边，这边的影子这个边呢虽然看起来是很清楚一个边啊，但是也是走在模糊空间里面啊。就是好像很清楚，又好像不是很清楚。补一些光线在这，然后把它的 jaw， 把它这个咬肌这个地方、脸颊这个地方这个 shape 这个形状呢留出来啊。然后这里让它模糊一下，耳朵下的投影呢让它很清楚。哦，这一块耳朵。眉毛啊，这个额头，这不叫眉毛，这叫做眼角啊，眼角这个额头的地方，帮它做一下。当这里呢，可能会有比较深的一个影子，因为这边是刚好是夹角啊，所以呢可以做一些深的一个影子在那边。好，然后呢？And then we move to a critical, not critical, very enjoyable step that we create whiskers and some eyelash to make it more alive with some little hair out of the boundary. So he got her eyebrow here. But you cannot see that from here because it's under the lights. OK， 然后它还有这个 eyelash 在这边，这边有这个它的睫毛 eyelash，right？ And then 它 got here some of them and lower part， 这里也有啊，这个下面也有，可能看不太见。像这里呢，我们也可以加一点点啊，有一点这个方向，但是呢，你不会看到很多啊，所以看到一些小。但是在嘴这边呢，我们就会看到比较多的嘴毛啊，这里呢有一些光线露出来的地方。Okay, so we have some whisker here, not much, and we have the shadow here. Usually he got this area. « 好，这就是我们今天画的羊，OK， 没有太多的其他地方我们要画的哈。 这个他下嘴唇是白色的哈，但是呢，它是有一点点的黑嘴唇在这边，然后有一点点边线在。好，画一点点意思一下。Okay, that's the shape we drawing today. So thank you everyone. Okay, so I found that another area that we need to the shape here. Just make this shape.好了，那我们今天呢就画到这里，谢谢大家 ，Thank you, and that's it. The drawing, the live drawing of chalkboard drawing today. I appreciate your watching, and I'd like you to see if you subscribe to this channel and you follow us, and then I will see you soon. Next session, probably. Usually we have our session every 2 days, so every other day you will see me here to welcome you to draw a new chalkboard drawing. So thank you everyone. 谢谢大家，我们今天就画到这里了。Okay, thank you everyone. 谢谢，拜拜，再见。给大家看一下我们最后的成品就是这只风到了我们的黑板上。Okay, that's it. This is. There's a chalkboard drawing, and there's a totally different textual feelings. If you chalk with chalk, you got a lot of texture, which is much stronger than the photo here. The photo is flat. Flat. When we say that flat, because you don't see the really solid texture there. I don't know how to describe, but with chalk, because it's real, he left the dust on the blackboard, so he got a shadow, he got a light, he got a reflection, he gives a totally different look from this flat screen. Okay, because the surface is not flat, it has up and down. If you take a very close look, it's puckles or whatever, what do you call that, dust there. so it create textures more differently from this totally flat, because when you touch the screen, it's flat like a glass, right? So smooth. This is no, it's rough. They have a lot of pigment, not pigment, yes, kind of pigment, a lot of dust there. So it's it creates different image of the same thing. I hope you appreciate that, and if you like, you can agree that you can follow us to draw more realistic drawing with your hand. That's the hand drawing all about. Okay, thank you then. Bye bye.